go. Sure.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Artichoke. Is there anyone here for the first time? I love that. I know, yeah. I love that, and I also love all of you that continue to come back. But thank you, Craig, for introducing some people that may have forgotten that we are still around or think we're still on Hawthorne. And just so you know, we've been in this building since 2017, so welcome back if you knew us on Hawthorne. Couple things, we are live streaming tonight, so if you'd like to turn your devices off, that will make for a cleaner stream. The good part is you can go back and watch both this afternoon's show and this show on YouTube when you get home, just in case you miss anything.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so those clunkers will live forever.
I can't wait.
We have 3 restrooms, one here in the venue that you probably don't want to use during the show, but that is your choice. The other 2, on the other side of this wall, there's an instrument store. The very back wall of the instrument store has a bathroom. Also upstairs if you want to get your steps in. Please remember that we are a 501c3. We appreciate any considerations that you can make because of that. We also run on volunteers, so we have Gary and Chris and Hester and Olivia working tonight, and Steve at the door. So if any of you have free time, especially if you have video or sound experience, we're always looking for those people. Sorry, I forgot to do that PSA.
It's all good.
Also, sign up for our email list so you don't miss things like that. A lot of people have come to the door and go, oh, I don't know it was sold out. Well, maybe you didn't know in enough time because, well, number one, it's Craig. And, and people are used to, in the last few years, just walking up and buying tickets. Those days are long gone. This is like our 8th or 9th sold out show in 2 months. So don't count on it. Yes. I yelled. Sorry. And I'm just so grateful to Craig. We tried a couple times right after COVID to get him here, and it just didn't work out. So he was here in January, sold out 3 weeks before the show. Now we've got 2 shows, both sold out. So thank you all so much for supporting us. Thank you to Craig for playing here. And you guys are going to laugh. There was so much laughter this afternoon. This is going to be a great time. Thank you so much.
I think my phone just made a noise. Wouldn't that just be so perfect?
It's a set list.
Good evening. Somebody say set list. I'm so naturally contrary that I can spend a weekend crafting the perfect set list, and I sit it down, and it gets time to play, and I look down and I go, no. I can't even tell me what to do. It's not imagination gonna shake you up. Living in a dream and you gotta wake up. Got a lot of money when you got a good shot. Got a lot of nothing, well it's not so hot. It's no day at the beach. It's a day, it's a day, it's a day, it's a day at the beach. Day at the beach. It's a day, it's a day, it's a day, it's a day at the beach. How many times do you hear the headline? What will it take you to make up your mind? Make up your mind. Got a lot of money when you got a good shot. That's the lesson they teach. Got a lot of nothing when it's not so hot. It's no day at the beach. Day at the beach. It's a day, it's a day, it's a day, it's a day at the beach. day at the beach. It's a day, it's a day, it's a day, it's a day at the day at the beach. Thank you. In the last show, somebody brought me up this Buffalo Gap coaster, and on the other side of it, it says Tim Ellis and his phone number and a little scribble of a guitar. It was a guitar lesson, somebody asking him for guitar lessons like 30 years ago. And the guy brought this in tonight, and he said, hey, I thought you might want, and I said, oh yeah, like you guys did. Hey, Buffalo Gap coaster. And he goes, yeah, there's something on the other side. So I love that this is Tim's handwriting, shamelessly promoting himself. Thanks for coming. It might be a vortex. It might be a dream. It might be that pizza with kale and sardines. A bit psychedelic, a bit over the top, a bit transcendental, and I can't make it stop. It's the end of my future, the start of my past. A warp time continuum. Einstein might ask, are you coming or going, son? And I would have replied, you're the brain, Mr. Egghead. I'm just here for the ride. I need a commitment. She barked out her commands, while my indecision dripped right through my hands. But if time's a burrito, an infinite rap, I'll catch her on the flip side the next time we overlap. It's the end of my future, the start of my past. A warp time continuum. Hawkins might ask, are you coming or going? And I would have replied, you're the brain, Mr. Egghead. I'm just here for the ride. There's a parallel and a paradox and a paradigm and a pair of socks. And that paraquat and your periscope and my parakeet, like a pair of dopes, traipsing across the universe. For better or worse. I suppose it's all relative, or more ephemeral than that. Like Mr. Bell's theorem, or Schrodinger's cat. A subjective equation, a riddle for sure. The cosmic unknowable, the bewildering blur. That's her, the end of my future, the start of my past. A warp time continuum. Doc Brown would ask, are you coming or going, son? And I would have replied, you're the egg, Mr. Brainhead. I'm just here for the ride. Here for the ride. Every wave, every particle, however you identify. We're all here for the ride. Thank you. I gave her 2 keys in case she lost one. And I gave her my word, I've been all in since day one. No doubt of my intentions, no, my heart isn't shy. From scribbled love notes to cursive in the sky. She's never on time, but I'm glad that I waited. And she's wise in her ways and yet understated. Like music, her love is measured by the space. Ah, but silence to me feels like running in place. She says she loves me, but only shows it half the time. And I'd never let love flicker if the choice were only mine. I'd turn the flame up quicker, but there she is surrendering to what she can't control. Now she's being cool, she's going with the flow. Oh, how little I know. And when she can't make up her mind, she disappears for days. And all that she leaves behind is a mysterious haze. So I guess hibernation isn't just for the bears. And once in a blue moon should be enough to know she cares. Proof that she loves me. But then she's in the wind, the first sign of stormy weather, and I'm in the dark again, trying to pull myself together. She knows who she is and where she wants to go. Me, I'm more concerned with what I need than what I owe. Oh, how little I know. I could feel her goodbye before over was spoken. Still I can't talk myself out of being heartbroken. There was always the chance that I would end up getting burned. But one drop of pain is 2 drops lesson learned. She said she loved me. So if ignorance is bliss, this is heaven, I suppose. 'Cause I don't understand, and that's the way it goes. Thank you. Thanks. That's what I call, it's from my vampire collection. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I've been teaching at the college level for the last 14 years, and I meet a lot of young songwriters. And sometimes after they graduate, they stay in touch. And about, 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I got an email from this one particular student who had graduated a couple years before. And she said, I've got this lyric about what's going on with me and Jonathan, and I don't know what to do with it. And so it was about 2/3 of the song I just played for you. And I read it, and I know what to do with it. It's delicious. That raw, you're gonna die from romantic turmoil, that energy. Oh, I wrote a lot of songs in that state of mind. It's a very familiar suit. So I said, well, I have a couple ideas. Maybe I could see what I could do. And so it's really fun because it's not my true life story now, but it's so fun to write those types of songs. And my longtime companion, sometimes people will ask her, so how do you like that he writes all these songs about relationships that don't work out? How do you feel about that? And she says, are they about me? Why do I care? Now, if the shoe were on the other foot, I would be going, you're trying to tell me something. It's another song about shit not working out. I'm getting the message. And she'd say, no, that's not it. And I'd go, I had a song on the radio when we were first going out that was called Susan O'Leary. And we were working on her house. And Kathy was painting, singing, Susan O'Leary. Well, I would not be singing Dave Thompson. I just wouldn't. Dave Thompson. It's not even a real person's name. I mean, I'm sure there's a Dave Thompson. Not in this story. That girl first saw her in the checkout line. Didn't really pay no mind till she caught me in the parking lot. That girl, she came walking up to me. She said, I think we're meant to be. And I told her that I think we're not. But you know, some people, they just won't take no for an answer. No, they won't. Even when you're giving them the old heave-ho. Right then I knew I'd have to start shopping at a different store. She would not be ignored. It wasn't my safe way anymore. That girl, I could tell she really got around. 'Cause overnight she tracked me down. Started camping out in my backyard. That girl, she was caterwauling all night long. Singing her siren song. Thought I was gonna need a bodyguard. But I know better and I never did a thing to lead her on. But she wouldn't get gone. She kept coming on strong. There's nothing left to do, I was gonna have to call the cops. Install some deadbolt locks. Because she would not stop. She was as subtle as a house on fire. Might lead one to inquire what was her damage. One night she threw a couple rocks at me, but I think quite possibly that's just her love language. That girl, just when I thought the coast was clear, she showed up in my rearview mirror at 4 a.m. I know. Then I saw her hiding in the bushes later on that day, and I swore that I heard her say, play Misty for me. Looking back on it now, it all seems so far-fetched, and you might well suggest that the truth's been stretched. Say what you will, I stand by every word. It's just the facts as they occurred. I know it sounds absurd. That girl, she just would not refrain from her tireless campaign, and it was pretty scary. That girl swooped in like a wrecking ball, chased me all the way to City Hall, where we got married. we're still married. And it's still scary. That girl. Thank you. So, all right, I know what I'm doing. I was born this side of the tracks, under a good sign, in an upscale flat. Had a summer cottage south of Santa Cruz. Nothing like the blues. I need a job, I get hired. Sometimes I quit, but I am never fired. Haven't been abandoned, haven't been abused. Nothing like the blues. Ain't got the blues, not down and out. Got no excuse to mope about. People think I suffered, 'cause I've been down a time or two. But it's nothing like the blues. I got a French press, Swiss watch, Norwegian wood, and single malt scotch. A couple Japanese cars, some Italian shoes. Nothing like the blues. Got a real good woman, she's funny and smart, sweet disposition and a generous heart. And my sweet baby has never been untrue. Ain't got the blues, not down and out. Got no excuse to scream and shout. People think I struggled, but they don't have a clue. It's nothing like the blues. It's happy, but it's true. It's nothing like the blues. Doesn't like the blues. Thank you. You are the 100th audience to not think it's happy, but it's true is funny. I think it's hilarious. All right. Can I have a little bit less monitor of my voice? Just a tiny bit less. It's just right on the edge of making me mic shy. Thank you. Are you all right? Am I all wrong? How do you remember our time? As a battle of will or a contest of skill? What is it that sticks in your mind? I couldn't make you talk to me, cut me too quick. Couldn't make you talk to me, and I tried every trick. So when you wouldn't talk to me, I tried to let it pass. If you're not gonna talk to me, then I'm not gonna ask. What have I done now? What have I said to make you act like you want me dead? No words of violence to break my bones. Only your silence like sticks and stones. Like sticks and stones. Anyone strong if nothing goes wrong and there is no cloud in the sky. But when the going gets rough, that's a true test of love. And we did not score so high. Too much resistance, now the damage has been done. Can we go the distance till we're standing in the sun? If you would promise that you try and make amends, then I won't have to ask again and again. What have I done now? What have I said to make you act like you want me dead? No words of violence to break my bones. Only your silence like sticks and stones. What have I done now? What have I said to make you act like you want me dead? No words of violence to break my bones. Only your silence like sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. A man can always see the love in a woman's eyes. That look says more than words could ever say. And watching you put your makeup on tonight, I realize I've never felt this way. 'Cause you're the only one. You're the only one. You're the only one who loves you more than me. You love everything about you, and you can't live without you. Girl, I know exactly how you feel. 'Cause I think you're amazing, and I know you agree. You're the only one who loves you more than me. Now, if you're lucky enough to be here this evening with your special someone, my advice for the remainder of this song is that you do not make eye contact. Well, I've never been the kind who's ruled by jealousy. When doubt creeps in your heart, it's such a shame. But there's never been a doubt that you and I were meant to be. 'Cause when we make love, we both call out your name. You love everything about you, and you can't live without you. Girl, I know exactly how you feel. 'Cause you think you're amazing. You know I agree. You're the only one. You're the only one. You're the only one who loves you more than me. Thank you. We had a a shot at having everything. I knew the good life for a time. One day I woke up and I realized that it was never mine. Now it's time to do or die. To put our selfish hearts aside for a better man than I. Casablanca. We knew full well what we were getting into. All along we knew the score. But we were reckless, we were cavalier. And we always wanted more. I've seen the error of my ways. We'll both regret it if you stay. So bon voyage and come what may. Casablanca. It's just an ordinary story. Two lonely people in the world. And the lesson of no guts, no glory. Where the hero doesn't get the girl. We tried to make the whole world disappear. But we were only on the run. So listen, darling, please don't shed a tear. We always knew this day would come. So chin up and don't be sad. Some things were never meant to last. And anyway, we'll always have Casablanca. Casablanca. Thank you. So, when I first wrote that song, within the last year or so, a couple of years, I played it at the Bluebird, and as soon as I got done playing, this woman beelined over me. She goes, "That's not what the movie's about." And a bunch of different responses popped into my head sort of simultaneously. One was, I don't remember saying anything about a movie. But what I did say, I'm not proud of, but I have to tell you. I said, I can't wait to hear your song. That was mean. That was mean. I see it now. It was mean. But it was fun. So my friend Steve Nelson, he passed away last year. He's a great songwriter. He wrote Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. We used to tease him that he lived in the house that Pooh built, which was not a joke. He also was the music director and wrote the music and for the Webster television show. He also wrote Songbird, which was recorded by Barbra Streisand. Also had a song recorded by Paul Anka, which was pretty amazing for a songwriter because Paul Anka started off sort of as songwriter to the stars, and like for example, he wrote My Way, for Frank Sinatra. So to have him record one of Steve's songs was quite a feather in his cap. Anyway, lucky in music, unlucky in love. The guy had the worst. I think living in a 6th floor walk-up with 12 cats worked against him. I used to tease him. I say, and so what you're thinking is that one day the Foxy UPS driver is going to fall for you, and his answer would be, or FedEx. So he left Tennessee and moved to Massachusetts. He originally grew up in New York. And he got up there and he met a woman. And he said, you and Kathy have been together longer than anybody I know. You're more romantic than anybody I know. I think it'd be really good luck for Lisa and me if you and I would write a song. You'd help me write a song for her right here at the beginning of our relationship. And I'm going along. I'm doing. This is a Skype call. And I'm nodding. And if sure, what that? And then he goes, and I want to call it I love the way your love makes me feel. And I said, you're going to have to write that with somebody else. And his face just fell. It's like, okay. He was so disappointed. So here's what we came up with. I've been the liar. I've been the lie. I've been the junkie. I've been the high. I've been the genius. I've been the fool. I've been the outlaw. I've been the rule. I've been the grifter. I've been the con. I've been the king and I've been the pawn. That's the life of the vagabond. I've been the freight train. I've been the track. I've been the tightrope. I've been the slack. I've been the juggler. I've been the pen. I've been the scalpel. I've been the skin. I've been the headlights. I've been the deer. I've been the blindfold. I've been the mirror. And I never would have dreamed I'd end up here on a steady course with an even keel where you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Not if you've got something real. I love the way your love makes me feel. I mean, you hardly even notice it's there. I've been the heartstrings. I've been the bull. I've been the heartstrings, I've been the pull. I've been the cape and I've been the bull. I've been the castle, I've been the moat. I've been all three people in the Dear John note. I've been the sculptor, I've been the clay. I've been the panther, I've been the prey. And it took this long to find my way to it. Steady course with an even keel. Don't have to reinvent the wheel. Not if you've got something real. I love the way your love makes me feel. Little rough water, no big deal. That's nothing that time won't heal. Not if you've got something real. I love the way your love makes me feel. I love the way your love makes me feel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You act like I'm a stranger, like we've never met, after all we've been through. How could you forget? I've always been there, haven't I? Haven't I been there all along? A true companion. Where did I go wrong? 'Cause you treat me so cold, so cold. I gotta give up on you. Gotta give up on you. You don't know my name. You never laid eyes on me. It's just an imbalance in my brain. Makes me think we're meant to be. What about those pictures? So happy, and what about those promises? Yeah, what about them? You treat me so cold, so cold. I gotta give up on you. treat me so cold, so cold. I gotta give up on you. I gotta give up on you. One thing I swore I'd never do till I turned blue. I gotta give up on you. I gotta give up on you. Okay. This is goodbye. Have it your way. We don't see eye to eye. The voices in my heart quiet tonight. I don't wonder where you are. I just wonder why I gotta give up on you. I gotta give up on you. Thing I swore I'd never do till I turned blue. I gotta give up on you. I gotta give up on you. Give up on you. All the lies have now come true, and I've turned blue. I gotta give up on you. Gotta give up on you. Give up on you. I gotta give up on you. Thank you. So there's a tanning booth and Twister, bobbing for apples, a lot of activities. Also, I wanted to let you know that I have coasters with me tonight. In an archaeological dig, some of these were discovered and nobody knows what they were really for. So I've just decided to start selling them as coasters. They also fly pretty good if you... And like the Frisbee inscription, flat flip, flies straight, tilted flip, curves. But I feel like, everyone still needs a coaster. I've got quite a collection of coasters out in the entryway. Now, as coasters go, I know $10 a piece is a lot. They're commemorative coasters. Somewhere on each package it says 1776. He brings her flowers every night. They go out dancing on the weekend. He's always romantic and polite. And he buys her little presents for no reason. He's as thoughtful as can be. Guys like that make it hard for guys like me. He goes to church, he doesn't cuss. He's not a drinker or a smoker. Yeah, he's the kind of guy that she can trust. Not to lose her mother's necklace playing poker. Yeah, he's a picture of integrity. Guys like that make it hard for guys like me. And he knows what she was wearing when they met. Oh, come on. And her birthday is never something he forgets. makes her breakfast in bed, and I hear it's delicious. He'll even wash and dry the dishes. And when she's in a mood, he understands. He knows when to talk and when to listen. And when she's pouring out her heart, he holds her hand. He can hear her problems without trying to fix them. That's kind of where it goes off the rails of believability. Yeah, he's a catch, and all her friends agree. Guys like that make it hard for guys like me. And he likes to cuddle by the fireside. And at the ending of Titanic, they both cried. He doesn't suffer from embarrassing dysfunction in the bedroom, and he can even take instruction. He never gives her reason to be jealous. After work, he always goes straight home. He doesn't hang out at the strip clubs with the fellas. He just doesn't have that hound dog chromosome. But he's a 3-time world's best husband nominee. Guys like that make it hard for guys like me. And he runs his own successful company. And he volunteers at a children's charity. And he never gave her hepatitis B. Guys like that make it hard for guys like me. Thank you. So, again, a brief story. Played that song at the Bluebird, and there's this bachelorette party there, and this woman from Colorado runs up to me. She goes, "I'm on to you." What could it be? And she says, you're not the guy singing in that song. You're the other guy. You're like Mr. Thoughtful, aren't you? That's who you are. And Kathy was there, and she goes, "Yeah, that's who he is." In that tone of voice. She is so much funnier than I am, but she just does not want you to know it. Guileless. This is a song from the 39 Pink Flamingos coaster. Yeah. And I'm going to take a short break after this. Thanks for coming. Don't go away. There's gonna be some talk if she comes out. Foundations will be rocked if she comes out. Some will be thunderstruck, both in and out of luck. They'll say she's run amok if she comes out. There's gonna be some flack if she comes out. They'll talk behind her back if she comes out. Forked tongue and serpentine hissing behind the blinds. They'll lose their narrow minds if she comes out. She's got her reservations, why wouldn't she? So many expectations, who she's supposed to be. Squares won't understand if she comes out. Their fit will hit the shan if she comes out. Languid and bittersweet, to sail against the fleet. but it's fait accompli if she comes out. Doesn't telegraph her intentions, doesn't wave a flag, doesn't want to be the center of attention or the next hashtag, but she'll be on TV if she comes out, shaking her family tree if she comes out. Will they warm up in time to her new paradigm? Find out it's not a crime if she comes out. No, she's done nothing wrong, and if she ever drops the bomb, well, she'll still be my mom when she comes out. I'll be back. Thank you. Thanks for not bolting. You had your chance. She's picking up the dishes and pieces off the floor and pulling out the silver that's embedded in the door. When I've been out drinking and I try to sneak home late, she don't throw tantrums. She just throws plates, missing me, missing me. Yeah, we may fight, but I'll be all right as long as she keeps missing me. True story. She loves to toss a salad. She can really chuck a roast. I've had to duck a turkey and miss the gravy boats. I never used to worry, let the chips lay where they fall. God, hell hath no fury like a woman with a bowling ball. She went to see the doctor and he stared into her eyes. And she came home wearing glasses. Now I think I'm gonna cry. 'Cause now she's 20/20. But it don't look good for me. God, I miss the good old days back when she used to be missing me. Missing me, come on, miss me with your best shot. Missing me. Thank you. I always come out here at night if I can't think inside my room. Everything will be alright after I bounce it off the moon. I tried to tell you on my own. Every time it falls to ruin, I'm no good at this alone. I have to bounce it off the moon. I look for the words to tell you I love you, with no moon above you, but they won't come. So I said, quiet in the dark, count the shadows in my room. I will memorize my part after I bounce it off the moon, off the moon. Tonight the sky is cold and black. You need to know that love is true. I wish I were just holding back and not depending on the moon. I look for the word to tell you I love you with no moon above you, but they won't come. So I said quiet in the dark, I know the change is coming soon. I'll find the language of the heart after I bounce it off the moon. Thank you. So there's a lot of songs that the story is better after the song, and this next one is one of those. A long dirt road, 1,000 acres or so. That's what he left me. A few hundred head and a ranch in the red. That's what he left me. Nothing I ever wanted, but I can't give it back. Still, it's not easy facing the fact that I made a promise I never kept. A devil's bargain, Jesus wept. I knew I just wouldn't be sticking around like some black sheep in a one-horse town. 'Cause I've got no Stetson, I've got no spurs, no lariat. I'm afraid of the herd, not at home on the range or on the lone prairie. The cowboy's life was not for me. A handwritten will and shoes too big to fill. That's what he left me. And all the expectations of 5 generations. That's what he left me. Now I can't live up to the family name, and I don't even feel any shame that I made a promise I never kept. A devil's bargain, Jesus wept. I knew I just wouldn't be sticking around like some black sheep in this one-horse town. I got no bedroll, I got no boots. I'm no good with fences, I can't wrangle or shoot. Not at home on the range or on the lone prairie. I got no bandana, no deerskin shirts, and I've got no business here in Buffalo Gap. Not at home on the range or on the lone prairie. The cowboy's life, the cowboy's life was not for me. Thank you. So, you know, if you play in Wyoming and you say Buffalo Gap, nobody laughs. If you play in Montana and you say Buffalo Gap, nobody laughs. Every state and everywhere except Portland, Oregon, Buffalo Gap. But it's actually a thing. It's a place in a couple of different states where the Native Americans would catch the buffalo in a narrow canyon. Anyway, I played the song at the Bluebird right after I first wrote it. And there's a lot of fashion cowboys. There's a lot of them in Nashville. They're everywhere. But there's also people who dress like that because that's their work clothes. And if you're in Montana, you're in Eastern Oregon, you're in Wyoming, you run into those guys. They remind me of my great-grandfather's generation. Guys who are about 135 pounds, about 5'6", and if you bump into them, you fall down because they're like a fire hydrant of muscle. And anyway, so this group of people came into the Bluebird. It was a man and his wife, and either their daughter and her boyfriend, or their son and his girlfriend, or husband, I don't know, 2 generations. One of them was related to the parents. The other one was the boyfriend or girlfriend, husband. I don't know about that. So anyway, you got the picture. But they were real cowboys. I could tell by this is the real deal. They came in. They're from someplace real. They've been working. This is the work they do. This is how they dress. And I finished this song, and a young woman raised her hand. I said, "Well, how polite of you to raise your hand in a nightclub." Like, did you have something to say? A question? She says, "I could tell when I first come in that you weren't no cowboy." Really, what gave it away? I used to be wound so tight, burned out days and restless nights. Then I met you, now I'm alright. That's how easy goes. I used to run around in a terrible state, felt like I was gonna go Section 8. But baby, you're my great escape. That's how easy goes. I'm dancing to a different drum, steady and slow. I've learned to take it as it comes. That's how easy goes. That's how easy goes. Sometimes I could be a drum. What? I forgot to tell you. I wrote this song with Shelley Colvin, and she's from Birmingham. And anyway, I wanted you to know that. And so Kathy came home from work the day that Shelley and I wrote the song, and she said, "So how'd it go?" And I went, "Nah." And she said, "Oh, you guys didn't hit it off." I said, "No, she's great. We totally hit it off." She goes, "Oh, well, just one of those days then where you don't really get a song." And I said, "No, we wrote a good song." And so now all the humor drained out of her face. She said, "I'm not doing it this way. I'm not just going to keep asking you questions. Just tell me why you went, eh." When I said, "How was your day?" We wrote a chick song. And Kathy goes, "What do you mean?" And so I played it for her. She goes, "What do you?" I still don't know what you're talking about. I said, "Well, some songs, I'm being sexist about this. Kim Ritchie and Maia Sharp have this great song, 'I Put on My Red Dress.' It's a song of empowerment. I could sing it. It's a different kind of empowerment. Song designed for a woman to sing about the gray conformity of how she's expected to dress. Written by 2 women for them to sing. And then, I'm a man, yes I am, and okay, it's kind of for a guy to sing. Two-dimensional examples, I granted, but it's sort of, so anyway, that's what I said. It's a chick song. She goes, what are you even talking about? I said, well, that second verse, sometimes I could be a drama queen. And she said with this really deadpan face, and she said, and that's a problem for you because... I stormed off in a huff. And I yelled back over my shoulder, if you don't know what's wrong, I'm not going to tell you. Sometimes I could be a drama queen, head for the bottom like a submarine, but you pull me to the surface and you help me breathe. That's how easy goes. I'm dancing to a different drum, steady and slow. I've learned to take it as it comes. That's how easy goes. That's how easy goes. Sunday morning sleeping in, you bring me coffee in bed again, laying next to you, skin on skin. That's how easy goes. I'm dancing to a different drum, steady and slow. I've learned to take it as it comes. That's how easy goes. Yeah, my crazy days are done, and now I know you gotta take it as it comes. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. That's how easy goes. That's how easy goes. That's how easy goes. I used to be wound so tight, burned out days and restless nights. Then I met you, now I'm all right. That's how easy goes.
Thank you very much. You know, the problem with playing a 3 o'clock show and then a 7 o'clock show is that I'm thinking, okay, and that song I'm thinking about, did I just play it in the last set I played for you guys? Or did I play it in one of the songs I played earlier tonight? And I'm just not so sure. It's called That's How Easy Goes. That pesky set list. That's exactly right. I can't abide. So I've written a lot of songs with my good friend Don Henry. Well, it ain't his fault, like this one, that she went AWOL. 'Cause he tried everything from A to Z. But now it's J and B, M&M's and KFC. He's trying hard to make himself believe it ain't no BFD, 'cause he's got CMT, no SEX. But that's okay, at least he ain't no SOB, like that PhD who took his ex and ran off to LA. I think it's only fair, on the West Coast, a lot of people don't know what CMT and TNN are. It's a country music television, and TNN, the Nashville network. And in the Bible Belt, they don't know what BFD means. She likes CNN, made fun of his TN. They claim not to. She always called it EIEIO. Their love is RIP. At least he's FREE. And he ain't crying on his PILLO. 'Cause it ain't no BFD. He's got CMT, no SEX. But that's okay. At least he ain't no SOB, like that PhD who took his ex and ran off to LA again. Well, one night he ordered pizza for some R&R with the NFL, and a delivery girl named Lisa stole his heart when she rang his bell, so to speak. Now they're an LUV, and it's XTC, no SEX yet, but that's A-OK. It feels just like a VIP with all her TLC, and ASAP she'll be his fiancée. And that's a BFD in a real good way. Thank you. Sad and sorry, here you stand, suitcase and humble pie in hand. I guess you had a change of plan. Surprise, surprise. I still recall your fare thee well when you told me I could go to hell. Now you're trying to unring that bell. Surprise, surprise. I don't know what you thought you'd find. I'm I'm not the one you left behind. So if you've come back looking for what used to be, you're gonna need your fool, and that's not me. I got wise, surprise, surprise. Don't tell me, let me guess, you've had a change of heartlessness. Now you're coming back to your old address. Surprise, surprise. Gone for good, that's what you swore. Nothing here to come back for. But now look who's darkening my door. Surprise, surprise. I don't know what you thought you'd find. I'm not the one you left behind. So if you've come back looking for what used to be, you're gonna need your fool, and that's not me. I got wise, surprise, surprise. Maybe you got nowhere else to go, or maybe you just wanna make amends. I don't know. But if you've come back looking for what used to be, you're gonna need your fool, and that's not me. No, I don't know what you thought you'd find, but I'm not the one you left behind. I got wise, sad and sorry, here you stand. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wrote that with my friend Randy Sharp. We were just positive that was going to be a funny song. And the music just took it someplace else. It's still got a couple of giggles in it, but we had this other great ending. You'll never break my heart again. From here on out, it's only men. Surprise, surprise. And so this way, I feel like I get both. Entering into a new genre with this song. Picture, if you will, a sleepy little town. All is quiet in the middle of the night, except for one man, and he's scurrying around, packing his things by refrigerator light. He gave away a pint and a pound and a dozen, turned off the gas and the water too. He stopped the mail and the paper 'cause he wasn't gonna be around for the morning news. He emptied out the ant farm out in the garden. He set the hamster and the rabbit free. Even the python and the parakeet were pardoned. He gave his turtle to the deep blue sea. 'Cause you can't take it with you when you go. You can't take it with you when you go. If you're going for a ride to the other side, you can't take it with you when you go. Oh no, can't take it with you when you go. Every single souvenir and major appliance, free for the taking on his big front lawn. 30 years of Playboy and his Bachelor of Science, and the Trekkie memorabilia he'd been clinging on. The cul-de-sac was buzzing in a hive of speculation as his possessions disappeared into the night. His neighbors thought that maybe he was going on vacation, till he gave away his matching set of Sparkle Samsonite. 'Cause you can't take it with you when you go. You can't take it with you when you go. The voices in his head, he believed them when they said, You can't take it with you when you go. Oh no. Can't take it with you. He drove out to the clearing and he sat there in his saddle, savoring one last Milky Way. Pretty soon all his earthly problems wouldn't matter. He wouldn't even have to break up with his fiancée. But he felt a little bad he hadn't said goodbye to Tamara or told her why he had to make this trip. But it really broke his heart to have to leave behind his camera as he stepped aboard the alien ship. But you can't take it with you when you go. Can't take it with you when you go. And his memory was erased as they flew off into space, 'cause you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you when you go. You can't take it with you when you go. And they found him in the field, dead behind the wheel. But that was just his flesh and bone. Because you can't take it with you when you go. Can't take it with you when you go. Thank you. So I think we're pioneering the sci-fi folk. That's the plan. This is not the first time I remember daffodils in January snow. And in that morning they stay frozen there forever. The day I had to learn to let you go. The new year casts a shadow on December. The firelight with faces all aglow. The last time we were all together, before I had to learn to let you go. No one can say, 'cause nobody knows just where you would end up. Light years away or just down the road, you were gone, but that was enough. So even as the summer starts to falter and they begin their splendid show, I remain unmoving as Gibraltar. That's what's called for. This is how I've learned to let you go. Light years away or just down the road, you were gone. So this is not the first time I remember daffodils in January snow. And in that moment they stay frozen there forever. The day I had to learn to let you go. I will learn to let you go. Thank you. All right, I'll get in trouble if I don't play this next song. You know, there's a couple of different kinds of requests. I love it when people say, you know, is there any chance you'll play such and such song? Tonight somebody said, you're going to be playing this song tonight. And then they went. Okay. I was gonna anyway. So you cannot lift a spirit that has turned to lead. Shine a light in shadow when the batteries are dead. Or fly like a bird over all the works of man. Always think of the perfect word, but you do the best you can. Nothing seems as easy as it did when you were young. Myths may be invincible, but we are only strong. Strong like a memory, strong like a willow in the wind, strong as you'll ever be. You will always need to bend. And if you feel the weight of the world, put your mind at ease. Little Hercules. There are times when being a grown-up gets to be too much. Your sense of humor seems to vanish in the crush of the daily 9 to 9. It keeps your family alive. You're just putting in your time. Does anyone really go home at 5? Made a life where no one ever tells you what to do. Now the only tyrant that you're working for is you. But it's never easy to keep all the promises you make. No one's gonna get you fired if you just give yourself a break. And if you feel the weight of the world, put your mind at ease. Little Hercules, because there's so much on your shoulders that you know it's a breeze. Little Hercules. So you cannot lift the spirit that has turned to lead. Shine a light in shadow when the batteries are dead. But if you feel the weight of the world, put your mind at ease. Little Hercules, because there's so much on your shoulders that you know it's a breeze. Little Hercules, and if you feel the weight of the world, put your mind at ease. Little Hercules, little Hercules, little Hercules, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. They still got dirt roads on Cooper Mountain, just like when I used to take you home. And we'd sit for hours in the driveway talking till your daddy turned the porch light on. sometimes on a June or a July evening, we'd cruise around, maybe end up at the lake. Put the windows down and talk about the future, but it never works out like the plans you make. Every time the summer reruns play, it takes me back to yesterday. I swear I can smell the new mown hay and the wildflowers in your hair. You used to tease me about the way I drive, said we were lucky just to be alive. I only tell you when I close my eyes, and it always takes me there, to that place and time where you're still mine. I remember Labor Day and we drove out by the ocean. You had your feet up on the dashboard in the sun. WKLC played an all Eagles weekend, and we sang them at the top of our lungs. We were living it up at the Hotel California, and that peaceful, easy feeling was so strong. But now I'm just some desperado, and you're already gone. Every time the summer reruns play, takes me back to yesterday. Swear I can smell the new mown hay and the wildflowers in your hair. Every minute you were by my side, I felt lucky just to be alive. I only see you when I close my eyes, but it always takes me there, to that place in time. You're still mine. You're still mine. Well, nothing lasts forever, but we can be together every time the summer reruns play. I go back to yesterday. I got you by my side. All I gotta do is close my eyes, and I always end up there, in that place and time, where you're still mine. You're still mine. You're still mine. You're still mine. They still got dirt roads on Cooper Mountain. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's a long-standing Portland tradition where the act stops before they're really going to stop, and they leave the stage in hopes that the people will clap and bring them back. I feel like we all know the dance, so I'm not doing that. I'm playing 2 more songs. I'm back. Hey, I'm back. Well, okay. Okay. I could probably play 1 more, maybe 2. Nice. Exactly. She's got 39 pink flamingos in her backyard. And an orange polyethylene Buddha on the top of her car. Tattoos of Lennon and Santa and one of Jay-Z. She's not making or breaking the rules. She's just free. There are 39 pink flamingos in her garden plot. Her favorite Beatle was Ringo. She thought he was hot. And she wears Christmas sweaters in August, but she never sweats. It's not her way to complain or dwell on regrets. It's just 28 days since I met her, and I wish it could go on forever. I love everything that she does. I was powerless to resist her, part sorceress and part little sister. Really, I fell just because of her 39 pink flamingos. There's bound to be more. Is everything funky or kitschy? That's what she adores. She's hooked on quinoa and Kratek, not so much to forgive, 'cause the usual rules don't apply with just 6 months to live. And her joie de vivre never unraveled, even while losing the battle. She was funny and fearless and strong. I've never known anyone like her. Part librarian and part mini biker. And I'm different since she came along with those 39 pink flamingos now in my front yard. And that orange polyethylene Buddha in the trunk of my car. I've got a picture of her kissing Santa and one by the sea. And we take it one day at a time, the Buddha and all 39 flamingos and me. "39 pink flamingos, 39 pink flamingos." Thank you. Well, it's been a very interesting day for me. Some people, when I first started playing, the very, very, very beginning, I was terrible, and well, you know, at the beginning of anything, think about it. Be real. The first cake you ever made, yeah, it was the best one, right? So anyway. I just talked about this. It's so weird that they showed up tonight. There were some people who were they were all grad students at Reed College, and for some reason they stumbled into some place I was playing in like 1977, something like that. And they're not here now, so I can talk more freely than I could. They were here in the earlier show. And they were the most interesting people, and Yeah. And they were all from the East Coast. They were all studying, they were all law, pre-law or something. And they taught me about good food, and they taught me about good wine, and they taught me about good weed, and about amazing conversations. And to get together with all these big-brain people, and to just be, you know, this 19-year-old playing in a bar and having these really, really erudite people say, "Oh, come on over for dinner," and to just be immersed into this world of these amazing thinkers. And they were the early adopters of me, because they kept coming to my shows like every Thursday night, and they were the audience, the 5 or 6 of them and their friends for a long time. And 2 of them showed up here at the 3 o'clock show today, and I haven't seen them for longer than I've been away. It was incredible. And so like all day long, it's been people I haven't seen for a million years. It's been amazing. So thank you so much for coming out. It's been really, really fun for me. So this is I'm not bilingual, but I pretend to be for this television program. I knew I was smitten already, just like Lady and the Tramp, when they shared spaghetti, as oh so elegantly, she did her twirling. Strands wound so daintily on her fork, while I chased mine clumsily like a dork. Her table manners and poise were really quite sterling. She ordered antipasta, caponata, pan toscana, pepronata, delectable plate after plate, acquapazza, arancini, panzanella, scallopini. But that's when I made my mistake. Our first dinner date and our last went from dream to disaster so fast. When she called me a culinary heretic. And all I did was order deep-fried mozzarella sticks. She did nothing to hide her disappointment, but it couldn't curtail my enjoyment of mozzarella sticks, much to her shock and dismay. Mozzarella sticks, not everything good is gourmet. And I knew she would only look down on me if she knew how much I love Chef Boyardee and mozzarella sticks. I love those half cheese, those part skim troublemakers. Mozzarella sticks. I keep a package of those deal breakers. And if that's all it takes to be 86th, then I think I got away just in the nick. And I owe it all to mozzarella sticks. Thank you so much for coming out. So silly. Thank you very much. Thank you. So fun. Thank you very much.